was a lot of negative energy floating our way. A lot of rumors, a lot of gossip, a lot of, my husband wasn't born in this country. We didn't care about, we weren't patriotic. He didn't get into Harvard. I mean, I don't know if you all remember. I certainly do.
That was Michelle Obama and her eccentric brother Greg speaking at South by Southwest in Austin last month. Austin. What a great city Austin used to be. Sadly, Austin, Texas has become the southern version of San Francisco. It's the Texas version of the city of rainbows. And as you guys know, everything is bigger in Texas, especially the woke wiener. Anyway, Michelle Obama was speaking at South by Southwest in front of several hundred people. The size of the crowd was significantly larger than the size of the audience for her podcast, which is rapidly becoming the leading nominee for the third annual Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards later this year. Michelle and brother Greg, they were talking about the negativity that her and Barry have dealt with throughout their marriage. Right now, there's a lot of speculation regarding the marriage between Michelle and Barry. There seems to be some drama in the land of Obama. Me personally, I don't like to talk about the personal lives of people that we cover here on the channel. I damn sure don't like to speculate as to whether or not a happily married couple or a couple that's pretending to be happily married is heading for divorce. For starters, I would not want someone doing that to me. The way I see it, your public life is fair game, but your personal life is off limits. It is none of our business as to what's going on behind closed doors with Michelle and Barry. And to be honest with you, I don't want to know. If Barry refers to her as Big Mike at the dinner table, that's their business. If Michelle is flirting with the Pepperidge Farm guy, that's between her and Barry. And of course, the Yenta on The View that is married to the Pepperidge Farm guy. But the reason I decided to talk about this afternoon, it's because Michelle Obama took it upon herself to make her private life public. Over the past few months, there's been a lot of speculation throughout the mainstream media as to whether or not Michelle and Barry are happily married. I don't understand why. I don't understand why anyone would care, but for some reason, there is a big market for personal drama involving public figures. My wife loves this shit. We'll be watching the NBA or one of our favorite shows on TV at night, and suddenly I'll look over and she's all excited about something. Oh my, did you see this, T? Craig and Paige broke up. Who in the hell's Craig and Paige? The couple from Southern Charm and Summer House on Bravo. Apparently, Paige was cheating on Craig with her emotional support mule. Craig's having a breakdown and sold all animals on the farm. Due to the rampant speculation surrounding their marriage, Michelle Obama decided that she had had enough of it and she addressed the speculation publicly. Which is fine, that's fine. I can understand why this would be aggravating. I can understand why Michelle Obama would feel the need to disprove lies and propaganda. What I did not understand and will never understand is where Michelle Obama chose to address these rumors. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Are you struggling with back problems? Do you deal with minor aches and pains throughout your day and you don't want to go to the doctor because all the doctor's going to do is find something else wrong with you? Or even worse, prescribe addictive medication that you just don't want to take? Me personally, I hate going to the doctor. So does my wife, who actually deals with back pain, which is why she started using CBD lotions and oils from Sugar Mountain Trading. Now, this is not THC. This is not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils are designed for rapid pain relief. Like I said, my wife deals with nagging back pain from time to time. We have tried over-the-counter stuff. We have tried the chiropractor. None of it ever seemed to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, her pain was gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender all the way to cherry almond. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. This week, Michelle Obama was the guest on something called Work in Progress, which is a podcast hosted by Sophia Bush. KC, who in the hell is Sophia Bush? Is she related to our good friend Georgie? You know, I'm not sure, but I don't think so. Sophie became somewhat famous in the early 2000s by being one of the stars on One Tree Circle or One Tree Terrace, One Tree Hill. Who gives a damn? It was one of those girly shows on the WB, which is now called the WC or the CW. Networks had so many names it's hard to keep up. One thing that the network doesn't have is an audience. Sophie also had a high-profile marriage to Chad Michael Murray, not to be confused with Chad Thundercock, who modeled tuck-friendly bathing suits for Target. But last year, Sophie decided to change letters in the identifier alphabet. She started identifying as the L in LGBT, and she's now in a happy relationship with a former soccer player in the NWSL. With Sophia Bush being an expert on marriage and divorce, she's been divorced twice, her and her good friend Michelle, they decided to address the rumors that there was trouble in the Obama paradise. Like I said, there's been a lot of speculation over the last few months. Barry Obama attended Jimmy Carter's funeral. Michelle wasn't there. Barry attended the inauguration of the Trumper back in January. Michelle wasn't there. There were reports that Barry went out to dinner in Washington, D.C. recently, and the Secret Service, they had to keep him company. Why? Because Michelle wasn't there. Now, does this mean that there is trouble in paradise? Does this mean there's drama in the land of Obama? Obviously not. But at the same time, it does add fuel to the speculation ass fire. Yesterday, Michelle Obama addressed the rumors that she and Barry were unhappy or potentially getting divorced. Watch for yourself.
This year, people were, they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing. This couldn't be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself, right?
Right.
But that's what society does to us. We start actually finally like going, what am I doing? Who am I doing this for? And if it doesn't fit into the sort of stereotype of what people think we should do, then it gets labeled as something negative.
Like I said, I don't like to speculate on people's personal lives. I'm not going to sit here and tell you whether or not I think Michelle is dropping the Obama and choosing to identify as Michelle Robinson going forward. And the reason I'm not telling you what I think is because I haven't thought about it. And I haven't thought about it because I don't care. When I saw the headlines yesterday afternoon and when I found that clip earlier this morning, I was not asking whether or not Michelle Obama was being honest. I wasn't asking, are they getting divorced? You know what I was asking? I was asking, why in the hell did Michelle Obama address these rumors on someone else's platform? What the hell is she doing? This is literally content creation 101. This is something that you shouldn't have to be taught. You should just know. When Howard Stern got divorced in the late 90s or early 2000s, he didn't book an appearance on David Letterman to break the news. He didn't call up Conan O'Brien or Larry King. He damn sure didn't call Jay Leno because Howie couldn't stand Jay Leno. When Howard Stern discussed his divorce or when Howard Stern discussed anything about his marriage, he talked about it on his own show. Last month, Michelle Obama launched her podcast, a podcast that's been struggling to gain traction, a podcast that's been struggling to attract an audience. Michelle and brother Greg, They will release an episode and it'll have 5,000 views in 12 hours. If they're lucky, they'll have 10,000 views in 24 hours. Someone in the media will pick up the story. We'll start talking about her podcast struggling, the added publicity. It will artificially boost her numbers, and then she goes back to struggling again. Her comment section is filled with people who literally say they clicked the video to read the comments. This was Michelle Obama's opportunity to gain traction. This was her opportunity to address these divorce rumors on her own platform. If you're gonna address them publicly, you might as well do it on your own show. This was her chance to relate to her audience. It was her chance to humanize herself, make herself relatable. She could explain what she's going through, how the rumors and speculation make her feel. It was Michelle Obama's chance to be authentic, which is something that is desperately missing from her podcast, authenticity. But instead, she goes on someone else's platform and gives all the views, all the attention, all the publicity to them. You know, the thing is, Michelle Obama has so many stories she could tell. There's only a handful of first ladies alive. There's only one person on the planet that has been married to Barack Obama. There is so much that she could talk about, but for some reason, Michelle Obama would rather talk to Seth Rogen about dementia. She had 4 years to talk to John Biden about dementia. Where in the hell was Michelle Obama when John Biden was destroying the country? Give me your thoughts on this. Michelle Obama addresses the speculation surrounding her marriage. Is there truth to the rumors? Also, why would she address this on someone else's platform when she could address it on her own show? Someone please make it make sense. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.